So I'm gonna use this guy and do a back bend over this. Now, this is the 4th day we've done this. We've kind of, we're showing you how I modified the practice to make it fit like an American audience, try to open up parts of your body, allow you to work on yourself. 2, we just went ahead and opened the upper back and chest doing a back bend. What I'm going to come in and do is I'm going to place weights and I'm going to see if I fall back and over. This guy's big and broad. If you're over a couch, it might be a little bit sharper. You might have to put some bolsters, props, blankets over it, right? So for me, this feels pretty good. The edge here feels like it's just at the base of my shoulder blades. I want to move just a little bit higher, so I'm going to scoot my bottom down. There. Now, if I want to support the head, I'm right there. But I have enough weight here I can balance. Don't fall over or roll on your couch. Now this feels good to me. When my head is below my heart, there's lots of good venous return. It's changing my position in gravity. I'm going to lengthen my neck again, like you did on the foam roll. I want to lengthen that guy. Let it fall back. The hands prevent me from pulling too far, too deeply with the head back in a way that feels like it's jamming my cervical spine. I also get a chance with the hands to sort of pull the head and neck away. There's this little bit of traction. Oh yeah, right there. Now if I lift up just a little bit and continue that little pull, that little traction. Now in my case, I've got a pretty stable platform. If I pull my legs up and pull my feet back, oh. Big chest opening stretch, opening the upper back and neck. If you just do this on a foam roll, totally fine. You'll build up. Now, if I use the hands behind the knees here, I can interclasp. It's going to pull levator scapula, the shoulder blades, down and away. I can push the knees away. Can lift the head and neck a little bit. Mobilize. What feels good? What feels open? I'm going to open the arms out again, up overhead. Now, most people spend their day-to-day existence in the complete opposite position. Gravity is pulling them down, pulling their chest closed. This opens the rib cage. The rib cage itself is the last line of allowing the diaphragm and the lungs to open. When you put yourself in this open position, the lungs can expand fully because there's more space between the ribs and the intercostals, right? And slowly bring myself down. I'm going to put my feet down comfortably. You're going to do this slow. You'll see I'm very pale when my head is turned red. It's just because of the excess blood flow. I'm going to give my neck some support as I come up. Going to roll up, roll to one side, roll to the other, and bring myself up. So I do things like that on furniture constantly. It increases this opening. So for me, even though like most people I get a little bit of a slouch, what I tend to feel is in my cervical spine, probably because of that trauma. I tend to feel like a shortening here. When I do that, I automatically feel taller when I finish because those muscles in the front have lengthened and opened. We're going to go ahead and progress to the next piece of class. We're going to do like a sun salute or two just to see how it feels. This is like going back to what we did previously. Once I start playing in class, there are no rules. My yoga classes started to look highly improvisational because students would come in and I'd say, hey, what do you have problems with? And just like my friend on Twitter who's having a problem with their adductors, I would literally reference the class and shape it around what their problem was. But when I was able to help people with their problems, I kept getting more fans, kept getting more students, kept getting more clients, and they were like, wow, there's kind of a method to this guy's madness, and that is correct, yes. I know how to work on chronic pain. That's my real bread and butter. Soft tissue stuff. So I'm going to take the blankets off and put them aside. I'm going to move this guy out of the way. And we're going to go up to the front of the mat again. Just like before. Just stand tall. Now, my upper back and my shoulders, my neck feel completely different already. Very different than when I started, just in that little bit of opening we've done. Stand tall, long spine. So before, it was like I'd have to do this and I'm like, wow, this is so open now, I feel like a very different position from my shoulder joints down to my arms. Just feels very open. And big in-breath up. And exhale, fold forward, bend at the knees, walk it out, back and forth. And slowly roll up. Back to neutral again. Always just exploring. The practice, if we think of it as achieving, I think is how people wind up hurting themselves, harming themselves if they're pushing. What about just hanging out where you are? What about testing your edges? Exploration. Exploration is nice. That's where we find out what's up with our body. Big in breath. Arms up. And as you exhale, swan dive forward. You can allow your chest to rest on your thighs. You do not have to lengthen the legs completely. Right about there. That's where my bend is. That's about my hamstring stretch right there. Now, my legs are pretty open. I was always more flexible than most guys. I put my palms down, right? Doesn't matter. What if you're right here? So what? Put your hands here. Relax. And good solid weight on the feet. I'm going to step the right foot back, runner's lunge. And bring myself up. And swan dive forward. Left foot back. And lower yourself down. In breath up. Feel free to move. Don't feel like you're stuck. You're mobilizing joints. Feet under, down dog. You can walk the feet a little bit further forward. Good grip. Walk it out. Left to right. Side to side. Heels down. Oh, big, long, lengthened. Now, if I lean forward through the head, if I lift the head and arm, head and neck, mobilize, move it around, create space. Don't feel like you're stuck. Breathe in the pose. Then step the right foot forward. Left foot is back. Big runner's lunge again. Good balance here. And left foot forward. Forward bend. Take your time. Walk it out. Left to right. Side to side. And slowly roll up, look up, palms together, little back bend, squeeze your bottom, lean back. What feels comfortable to you? Back to center. Big big in-breath. And exhale, squeeze your bottom, lift your arms. And forward again. Walk it out. And both feet step back. Down dog again. Left to right, side to side. Now, I love this pose. Just find good balance on your left foot. Step it a little bit more to center. So it's like you got left and right up here. Your foot would be right in between the hand down below. You're going to lift that leg up. And just play. Feel free to just move it around. You don't have to lift it up as high as I do. You're playing with range of motion, right? Opening your body, creating space. It's your yoga practice. Other than protecting you from injury, we just walk you through your own range of motion and strength. We help you build. And we're going to drop that guy down. He's basically going to go in the footprint of the previous. Now this side. Play with the movement. What can you do there? And down dog again. Both legs. And slowly down to your knees. I'm going to put my hands in the small of my back and just open the chest, open the upper back, elbows, shoulders gently back. Now, if you don't have that foam roller, I want you to take these blankets and I want you to roll them up. So if you had two of them, kind of like this, I can take these guys and just roll them as tightly, as snugly as I could to approximate a foam roll. This is going to be not quite as firm as the foam roll, but that'll get you by in the meantime if you don't have one. If you do have a foam roll, that's highly recommended. Mine are pretty firm. They've got a little more pressure. Because we've got some tightness in the hamstrings, we've worked on the hamstrings, lengthening and those forward folds, forward bends. We're going to work on some compression in the hamstrings, so I'm going to show you what that looks like. Grab your foam roller. You're going to put that guy down. And again, you can do this with the blankets, but you're going to get much more if you're able to use the actual foam roller. This is going to be more firm. Doesn't have as much give. It's going to apply a little bit more pressure. I'm going to come in and sit. I'm going to find where my ischial tuberosities are, my butt bones. And I'm going to come in and sit. Now I can roll just a little bit back. And what I want to do is I can feel the bony edge of my bottom. If I find that bony edge, I can sit real tall, but I want to roll just past it into those insertions of the hamstrings. So now I'm going to lean more onto my left side. Feels a little tender. I'm getting a little bit of referred pain, a little bit of referred sensation lower right here. Leaning to that left side. Ooh. Then I can kind of shimmy side to side as I apply some pressure there. Ooh, that was intense. I'm going to switch to the opposite side. Oh, wow. I'm trying to figure out if this feels a little bit more intense actually, just here on the right side. A little shimmy. I can go back and forth, meaning front to back. I can also go side to side. On that right side, oh, a little pressure right in there. We're going to sit back to the center. So the ischial tuberosities are just on the posterior, just on the back side of the roller. I'm going to come a little bit further back. I'm walking down the hamstrings. And when I get to about midway, if I fold forward here and lean, I get a little stretch on my low back, but I'm getting more pressure right into those hamstrings, applying some pressure there. If I want to balance my body weight and reach my fingers back, I can lift the heels off the ground. I can gently roll back and forth. Just place your hands in a way that feels comfortable to you as you roll back and forth. I want to go a little bit closer to my knees. Oh yeah, right there. Back and forth, back and forth. What happens if you lean more to the right, more to the left? Some weight right there. Put some weight in my hands. Can't quite grab on the roller. Now I'm going to extend my body back. I'm going to open up. I can open my chest. I'm going to try to gently roll. It's not as much pressure in the hamstrings, but I can roll almost the entire length of my hamstrings this way. And I get a chance to work on my hands and arms and my balance. Where is the sweet spot on your legs? If you feel more tension in the left, here's what I want you to do. I want you to balance your body. That leg is down below. Your hands are equidistant on either side. I want you to lift, and cross. Oh, right there. Oh, that was what I was looking for. Now, if I want to lengthen that back line, I can pull the foot back towards the chest. Oh, right there. A little bit higher, a little bit lower. Now, can you back bend through the chest here? Going to switch legs, into the right and across the left. Ooh, right there. Ooh, oh, right into Going to pull the right foot back and lengthening that back line. And slowly, I'm going to bring myself forward. The ischial tuberosities are still just to the posterior, but right at the top again. And I'm going to see if I want to lean again. Ooh, man, I'm surprised at how tense that is right there. This is actually getting in there pretty good. I'm going to cross this leg. I'm trying to stack my body weight. I'm still not on the butt bone. I'm just in front of it into the muscle, into that thick insertion. I feel this deep kind of referred pain down the back of my leg. If I want more pressure, what do? Bring my body up. Ooh. Long spine. Good breathing. And I'm going to switch to the opposite. I'm going to find the balance between the two. Lean into the right. Yeah, right there. Ooh. Now I'm going to cross this guy over. Bring your body up if you want more pressure. It's totally fine if you back out. If you want a little to lessen the pressure, you press on the foam roller and lift yourself up. Ooh-wee. Now I'm going to bring myself back to center. Now I'm going to play here. You can do this at home if you want, but I want you to be careful. I don't want you to roll off your foam roll and hurt yourself. I'm going to see if I can balance on this. I want to lift up. I want to see if I can press into the foam roll to keep myself balanced while I lift my heels. Nope, can't quite keep it. Right there. Right. Well, it was good. Was worth a try. Now, for me, I think I want to roll forward into my gluteals. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around. And let's see here. There's my ischial tuberosities. I'm going to roll just past, almost onto my sacrum. And I'm going to see if I can bring my body back and down. See if I can adjust where the foam roll is. I want to be solidly on my sacrum. I just had to figure out how to lower myself down. Now I can move this guy higher or lower, it doesn't matter. Now as I roll side to side, in the middle feels good, like I'm still getting this skin traction. So if this felt really, really good, I could just take the foam roll using my hands and push it down and away to sort of pull that sacral skin down towards my tailbone. If I thought that felt best, or I could pull it up, or I could even shift side to side, right? In my case, I would have been the knees and roll, ooh, yeah, okay. Big and broad, right into the gluteals. I'm trying to find the spot on my right side. Oh, yeah. So, kind of this referred kind of band on the outside of my leg. I'm going to lengthen this guy out, and I'm going to start to play. Where do I feel? What's going on there? If I want to lengthen both legs, I can. It just depends on the pressure that you can take. You can do the same thing over the towel. It's just not going to be quite as firm. Oh. Breathe. I'm going to roll here to the opposite side. Oh. Oy, oy. Right in there. Going slow, just exploring your own range. What does your body dictate? How do you want to move? What feels good? The other thing I know as a yoga teacher is whatever makes you feel good is what you will keep doing. If it doesn't feel good, you'll quit. We're going to continue exploring that range through the gluteals.